Welcome. Today we are going to go on a journey to unveil the seer. We are going to utilize the guidance of many spirit animals and see as the seer sees through their eyes. We are going to pull back the many layers, peel them back, and reveal the seer in all her raw glory. We will clean away the debris, sweep it away, clean it away, and reveal the seer in all her rawness, all her glory, all her beauty. For this journey, you will need your 16 stones. The 16 stones that we created in the last meditation. The stones where I guided you through to see through the eyes of the seer, as the seer sees, utilizing many different animals, many different guides, being as the snake, as the owl, as the antelope, as the goose. Gather your 16 rocks and lay them in a circle around you, starting by placing the snake in the south. Placing the snake in the south and moving in a counterclockwise motion with the snake, the red fox, the buffalo, the dolphin, the salmon, the wolf, the dove, the whale, the hawk, the raven, the cat, the antelope, the owl, the butterfly, and the goose, laying them out in a circle starting from the snake and ending with the goose, going from the south to the east, to the north, the west, and down to the south again. And as you lay down your rocks, lay them down around you. Imagine the scenes once again. Place yourself in the scene that you have created, remembering yourself as the snake slithering through the grass, slithering around the tree, seeing through the eyes of the snake, seeing through the eyes of the fox, the buffalo, the bee, the dolphin, the wolf, the dove, the whale, the hawk, the raven, the cat, the antelope, the owl, the butterfly, and the goose. Reconnect with the scenes. Look at each scene, see them, connect, and move around from the south to the east, the north, the west, and back to the south again, looking at the scenes, admiring them as you walk around in a circle, as you walk around and place them on the ground before you. Take your time, breathing comfortably, calmly, slowly. Take your time to remember the journey. Remember the journey that each spirit animal took you on, so you may see as the seer sees through the eyes of many. So you may walk as the seer walks, wearing the shoes of many different creations, walking as they walk, swimming as they swim, flying as they fly, slithering as they slither. Slowly work yourself around until you come back to the snake. Once you have come back to the snake, imagine yourself picking up a broom. See the broom. Admire it. Admire its long handle. Is it wooden? Is it metal? What do the bristles look like? Are they made of straw? Are they made of plastic? Are they long? Or are they short and stubbly? Or is the broom small enough to fit in the palm of your hand? Imagine the broom. Dream it. See it. Admire it. Now imagine yourself holding the broom and sweeping gently in a circle as you look and hold the vision of the snake in your mind. Imagine yourself sweeping in the circle, and if you want to, move around in the circle, sweeping the air. And as you sweep the air, see a spiral coming into formation. As you clear away the debris, as you sweep it away, see a spiral becoming clear before you. A glorious red spiral that glows with brilliant light. And as you sweep, see the snake slithering up the spiral, all the way up. And as it slithers and slithers, you see the red light glowing more brilliantly, more vibrantly, feeling it warming you from your sacral area, from your base, from the hips, from your hips. Feel it warming you from your hips all the way up, warming you, moving up your spine, warming your spine, moving all the way up from your base to your sacral, to your solar plexus, to your heart chakra, to your throat chakra, to your third eye center, and then your crown chakra. Feel the warmth radiating your spine as the snake moves up the spiral, as it uncoils itself, as you sweep away the debris. See it, feel your spine warming. See the glorious, brilliant red light. See it, feel it. And as the snake spirals up, rises up, and almost stands as if it is almost as tall as you. Imagine it standing on its tail, straight up, now fully uncoiled and standing on its tail with its body straight up and looking at you. See it fully uncoiled as you continue to sweep. Now see through the eyes of the snake as you turn and sweep and sweep. Imagine that the broom is now the snake. And you go around and slither through the grass from south to east to north to west to south. Now imagine yourself coming to the rock of the red fox. And as you come to the rock, imagine the snake slithering and seeing the fox, and then seeing the snake transform into the fox. And as the snake that was once the broom transforms into the fox, Imagine yourself as the fox. And as you are the fox, see through the eyes of the fox. See yourself slowly rising up and walking around in a circle. And as you walk around in a circle, going from south to east to north to west, see the grass brushing against your paws. Imagine yourself pausing for a moment near a body of water. And as you see the body of water, imagine yourself going in for a bath as the little red fox at the edge of the shore, stepping in with your paws, swimming in the glorious water, bathing and cleansing yourself and clearing away the debris from your fur, clearing it away. See through the eyes of the fox as it bathes in the water, as it splashes about, as it plays. What does the water feel like? Is it cold from the morning air? Is it warm and radiantly warmed by the sun? Is there a cool breeze upon it that creates a little wave and laps against you as you bathe in the water? And as you imagine yourself bathing in the water as the fox, swimming around in the circle, playing and lapping and having glorious fun, see yourself going from the south to the east, the north, the west, to the south. See the glorious red radiant light glowing ever strongly in the sky. See the sky transform from a dark red and fading to a brilliant light red, almost a little bit orange. Just a little tinge of yellow or orange. See it before you as you roll around in the water. See yourself going from the snake back to the fox, swimming around in the water as you look up at the sky. And as you come back to the rock of the fox, the scene that you have painted, imagine yourself now turning to the buffalo. And as you turn to the buffalo, see the fox come and swim to the shore and shake the water off of its fur. Gloriously shake the water off. And as the fox shakes away the water, it rises up and becomes a powerful, massive, strong, glorious buffalo standing at the edge of the shore. See yourself as the buffalo. Reconnect with the scene that you have painted. Imagine yourself walking along as the glorious buffalo leaving the shore. Imagine that as you look up at the sky goes from a glorious orangey red to even more orange. a little more orange in the red. It is bright and brilliant, and it is transitioning from an orangey red to an orangey red of almost yellow, just a little tinge, a little more tinge of yellow. See it. Now imagine that as you walk along, you come to a tree. You will walk along the beach and back into a forest. You're in a forest. And as you're walking into the forest, you scratch your body up against a tree. And as you are rubbing up against the tree, scratching against it, see your old fur, the winter fur, being taken away, being peeled off by the tree, being easily assisted in its shedding. See this unnecessary fur that you have gathered and grown and lengthened and strengthened and for the winter. Imagine yourself as the buffalo rubbing against the tree, allowing the tree to assist you in its shedding. And as you rub against the tree, see the fur left behind, some falling to the ground and some staying with the tree. Imagine it there, sitting there, waiting for a bird to use it in their nest so that they may gather it up and use it in the creation of their nest for the safety of their eggs. Imagine it. See it. Know that as the tree assists you with removing your fur, removing the fur from your body, the fur that is collected over the winter, imagine and know that another glorious creature, a beautiful bird, will come along and gather it up and use it in the creation of its nest. Or maybe even a mouse, some other creature will come along and use this fur. Use the fur that you no longer need. Use it in creating a space of safety for itself, for its little eggs, for new life. And as you rub, imagine yourself as the buffalo rubbing against the tree. See the tree slightly wave its branches and its leaves and shake just a little as you rub against it. See as the buffalo sees. And as you look up, see the sky slightly changing. As you look down and go to grab a snack on a piece of grass and maybe a flower. And as you reach down with your mouth to snack on a piece of grass or maybe a flower, imagine yourself transforming into a bee. Transforming into a bee. See yourself walking around in a circle, going from south to east to west, from south to east to north to west, and back down to the south again, passing the rock that you have drawn as a snake, passing the red fox, and passing the buffalo, and transforming into the bee. Reconnect with the scene that you have painted. The scene where you saw through the eyes of the glorious bee buzzing from flower to flower. Once again, imagine yourself that beautiful, beautiful bee, buzzing, 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 as it goes from flower to flower, pollinating. And as you go from flower to flower, imagine the sky turning a fully bright orange, a deep, gloriously bright orange, the entirety of the sky. As you walk around in a circle, as you walk, going from south to east to west, south, east, north to west, and back to the south again. Imagine yourself the bee. Imagine the sky a bright orange, a deep, bright orange, as you buzz from flower to flower. Bzz, bzz. See through the eyes of the bee. And as you walk around, imagine yourself coming back to the glorious scene that you have painted of the bee. And as you do, see the bee coming up to a big, vibrant tiger lily with all its beautiful orange petals and stripes and dots. See the bee land gloriously on the tiger lily. See it. Then imagine the winds coming along and swooping up the tiger lily. Swooping it up and carrying it along its beautiful breath. And imagine the lily landing gloriously on the water's edge. See the waves carrying the lily with you as the bee in it. And then imagine as the waves carry you, and then whoosh, splash against you, that as they splash, you transform into a salmon. A gloriously powerful, strong salmon. See yourself transforming into the salmon as you turn yourself to the scene of the salmon that you have painted on the rock. See the salmon. Reconnect with the scene that you have painted. Reconnect. And as you see the scene that you have painted, imagine yourself swimming in the glorious waters and the rivers. See yourself swimming in a river. See yourself swimming upstream, against the current, upstream. You are swimming upstream so that you may lay your eggs in a place of safety. Upstream, up the current. See yourself fighting strongly, powerfully against the waves, against the current, and arriving to the place where you may lay your eggs so they may be fertilized and so they may hatch in safety. See all the glorious, glorious orange-colored eggs from many, many salmon laid about in a place of safety. Imagine it. See it. Imagine yourself swimming along, having laid your eggs, swimming along in the cool, calm waters, admiring all the different colors, all the glorious light, orange eggs. See them and know that life has been placed and may grow in safety and security. And know that these will hatch. They will hatch and soon swim about in the massive schools of fish, massive schools of glorious salmon, strong, vibrant salmon. As you imagine yourself the salmon swimming around in the nice pool of safety, seeing the glorious orange colors and seeing the eggs transform into beautiful schools of fish. Imagine a wolf placing its paws in the stream, and you imagine yourself swimming between the paws, swimming about between the paws. And as you do, walk yourself around in a circle, going from south to east to north to west, and coming back all the way around to the scene that you have painted of the salmon. See yourself as the salmon. And see the salmon scene that you have painted. And slowly turn to the scene of the wolf. And reconnect with the scene that you have painted. Reconnect. See it. As you see yourself as the salmon swimming between the legs of the glorious wolf. See yourself swimming between the glorious legs, and then see the wolf playfully knock the salmon to the side, because it is a young wolf, a young, vibrant wolf. And as it playfully goes to knock the salmon aside, imagine yourself transforming from the salmon to the glorious wolf and seeing through the eyes of the wolf. Reconnect with the scene that you have painted and see through the eyes of the wolf. And as you see through the eyes of the wolf, imagine yourself rolling around in the stream, bathing, swimming, playing. See yourself playing in the waters as you look up at the sky and see the sky a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant variety of colors. Imagine yourself coming to the shore as you walk around from south to east, north to west, back to the south again. Imagine seeing yourself through the eyes. Imagine seeing through the eyes of the wolf, coming out of the water, shaking yourself off as the wolf would shake itself off. Shaking all the water from your fur, your nice, clean, glorious fur. Imagine yourself walking along the beach and coming to a beautiful, lush, green forest. And as you come to the lush, green forest, imagine yourself drying off by the glorious sun, laying down in the lush green grass and being dried off as you nap and rest in the lush green grass and the green forest, the vibrantly dark green forest, laying in the beautiful, full, glorious, warm and lustrous layers of grass under the sun, drying. And as you imagine yourself just laying there, resting as you dry off from bathing, see a glorious bird flapping in the distance. As you continue to walk around from south to east to north to west to south and back towards the wolf, the rock that you have painted, the glorious scene. See yourself as the wolf, watching a glorious bird flapping its wings in the distance and coming closer and closer and closer. And as it comes closer to you, turn to the rock with the scene of the dove that you have painted. Reconnect with the dove. See through the eyes of the dove. See that as you come closer, see that as the dove, the bird that is in the distance, comes closer and closer and closer to the wolf that is laying in the beautifully, gloriously lush green grass. See that it is laying there. As it lays there and the dove gets closer, and it lands on the back of the wolf laying there, watching it. See the wolf, see the dove. See the wolf, see through the eyes of the wolf as the dove lands on its back and plants its little talons, little claws, little paws on the back of the wolf. And as the dove does, see the wolf transform into the dove and then rise up and fly and float gloriously through the air. See yourself now as the dove as you continue to walk around slowly from the rock of the dove, making your way around from the east to the north, to the west, to the south. And as you continue walking around, seeing yourself as the dove, seeing through the eyes of the dove, imagine yourself flying deeper into the forest, and then out of the forest and coming to the tree. See yourself coming to the tree with a buffalo, where you as the buffalo scratched against the tree and shed your winter fur, swooping down and picking up the fur with its mouth. See yourself swooping down and grabbing some of that fur and taking it with you, cleaning it up off the ground, pulling it up and cleaning it away. And as you pull it up and clean it away, see yourself flying back into the forest, deep into the forest, and then up, high into the sky, to a tall, and flying to the top branches of a tall tree. And as you fly to the top branches, see a nest in formation, and see yourself as the dove, adding the fur to the nest, blending it in with all of the different things that you have acquired to create this nest. Little bits of dirt, grass, straw, fur, string, various different things that you have swooped down and grabbed and used to create a place in which to lay your eggs. See yourself creating and blending the fur in with the rest of the nest. And as you do that, see it forming beautifully forming right before you. See as the dove would see as it creates this nest lovingly and tenderly so that its eggs may lay in security, be wrapped in a blanket of nature. And as you create, imagine yourself looking down below you and seeing nothing but leaves, gloriously massive green leaves, bright green, massive maple leaves as you sit there and create your nest in a beautiful maple tree. Smell the scent of the tree as you create this nest. Smell it. See all the green glory before you as you happily create this nest. As you chirp and sing and gloriously create a space of safety for your new life, for your new little hatchlings, a space of safety to lay your eggs, a space of safety created from things that you have picked up and cleaned away from our Mother Earth, things that were left for you by other creations and other creatures. Hear the rest of the birds singing around you. Now imagine yourself getting just a little bit thirsty. Just a little bit thirsty. And then needing a teeny bit of water. Imagine yourself flying through the forest, past all the maple trees, past all the green and glorious grass, and to the water. Imagine yourself standing on a little buoy as you dip your head into the water while it bounces. Boing. While it bounces in the water, see yourself dipping into your little beak into the water and just snatching up a little bit of water. Imagine this scene as you continue walking around and coming back to the scene of the dove you have painted on the rock, and then slowly moving to the scene that you have painted on the whale. And as you imagine yourself as the bird, as you are walking, seeing through the eyes of the beautiful dove, dipping its beak into the glorious, glorious, glorious blue ocean. See all the glorious blue ocean before you as you dip your beak in and snatch up a sip of water as the buoy bounces up and down with the waves. And as you dip your beak into the water, see yourself transform into a gloriously massively beautiful whale. Reconnect with the scene that you have painted on the rock of the whale. See yourself as this whale, this gloriously, massively powerful whale in the water, the blue water. See yourself as this beautiful whale swimming, diving deeply into the ocean, deeply into the ocean. And as you swim and dive deeply into the ocean, imagine having all of these little critters upon you, attached to you, cleaning away the crustaceans of your skin. See them there thriving as you thrive, as you swim, as you dive. And then see yourself diving deeply down into the water and then rising up, back up, up to the surface of the water, and as you reach the surface of the water, you see the glorious blue sky with a little bit of clouds sprinkled. The glorious, beautiful blue sky having few clouds sprinkled above you. See the gloriously blue sky as you rise up to the surface and jump out of the water ever so slightly. And as you rise to the surface and glide along the top of the water and see the gloriously beautiful sky, imagine the water shoot out of your blowhole, shoot out gloriously high, showering down around you, showering onto you as it shoots up into the air and then comes back down, gloriously showering you like you were in a shower, like you were a person standing in a shower, but it is your blowhole shooting out the water, shooting it out and high up into the sky and then coming down upon you like sprinkles. Little sprinkles of rain sliding down around you. See yourself once again diving deep into the water and then coming back up. And as you come back up, see yourself jumping and then gliding across the water. And as you're gliding across the water and shooting the water out of your blowhole, shooting it high into the sky to fall down upon you like rain. See in the distance a gloriously massive bird flying towards you, flying up over the ocean and coming towards you. And as you glide across the water, walk along as you imagine yourself gliding across the water. Walk around in a circle. Walk around in a circle, going all the way around until you come back to the scene of the rock of the whale that you have painted. You see yourself now moving to the scene of the hawk. Moving to the scene of the hawk. And as you swim along the water, glide along the top of the water's edge, and the hawk, the bird, the glorious bird comes closer to you, imagine yourself now seeing that it is a gloriously powerful hawk with large talons. See it coming down, swooping down, and just brushing past you. And as it brushes past you, you transform from the whale to the hawk. See the hawk swoop and grab a fish from the water. And as it grabs the fish from the water, it swoops away and flies like a bullet through the air. The gloriously blue air. And imagine as the hawk is swooping like a bullet through the air, as you, seeing through the eyes of the hawk, are swooping through the air like a bullet. Imagine around you is a beautiful light, an indigo light. Imagine everything just blending together and becoming this gloriously beautiful indigo color. Imagine it, see it as you swoop through the air and fly like a bullet, fast like a bullet through the sky with a fish in your mouth. See yourself flying, and as you are flying, protected by this indigo light, see yourself coming to the shore. And as you're coming to the shore, you come down to the ground, you fly fast, swoop down to the ground very fast, and as your talons touch the sand with the fish in your mouth, imagine yourself swooping down and touching the ground with your talons. Imagine you laying the fish down as you land and cleaning it off, for you have slightly dropped it in the sand. So imagine yourself walking over to the edge of the water, swishing the fish back and forth with your beak, and cleaning it off, and then flipping it up, and cleaning it off, and then laying it down and taking out and picking through the fish and eating what you need. Imagine yourself just eating what you need. And as you do, walk around in the circle once again, going around and around, from around the circle until you come back to the scene that you have painted of the hawk. And when you've come to the hawk, see yourself slightly turning towards the raven. And as you turn towards the raven, see the hawk picking at the fish and gently eating it. And as it reaches down with its beak to grab a piece of fish, a morsel of fish to eat, imagine the beak transforming from that of a gloriously massive hawk with large talons to that of a raven. Imagine as you transform, you shake out your feathers and spread your wings. And as you spread your wings and flash them towards you, see the glorious black wings of the raven. See it. Imagine yourself as the raven finishing off your snack, and then stepping into the water, grabbing a drink with your beak, and slightly splashing some of the water against your skin, splashing it against your feathers, and see the water and little droplets roll off your feathers. Now see yourself picking through your feathers, picking through them, and cleaning them off with your beak. Imagine yourself as the raven cleaning yourself off as you continue to walk around in a circle, imagining the scene, seeing through the eyes of the hawk. And as you see through the eyes of the hawk, as you see yourself through the eyes of the raven, imagine yourself walking around in the circle, seeing yourself through the eyes of the raven. And as you see yourself through the eyes of the raven, see yourself cleaning your feathers with your beak. Cleaning your feathers, cleaning away the little bits of sin, the little bits of debris. Cleaning away your feathers with your beak. See your gloriously beautiful, vibrantly black feathers. And imagine, as you glance at yourself in the water and see your reflection, imagine that as you look at your reflection, you see a little bit of indigo coloring around your neck, coming from your cheeks down to the top of your feathers. See it, the beautiful indigo color blending in with your gloriously beautiful black feathers. Admire yourself in the water. And as you admire yourself, see the water lapping against the shore, lapping against the sand. And then rise up, spread your beautiful, glorious wings, spread them and fly through the air, feeling the cool breeze float through your feathers as you fly through it, through your beautifully, gloriously indigo and black, midnight black feathers. Feel it ruffle your feathers as you fly through the air, and then see yourself coming and swooping down to the ground. And as you are swooping to the ground, you see in the distance a creature, an animal, maybe a cat. Continue walking around in a circle, around and around, and coming back to the beautiful scene of the raven that you have painted. And as you come back to the scene of the raven that you have painted, see yourself turning to the cat. And as you turn to the cat, Reconnect with the scene of the cat that you have painted. Seeing the raven swoop down from the sky and then coming to a stop. And just as it touches the ground with its glorious, glorious talons, see it suddenly transform into a beautiful little kitten or a cat, playing and joyfully jumping around, running and running after a ball of yarn, playing, rolling through the grass, running after the little feathers as they run through the wind, as the wind blows them. See the cat running after the feathers, running and running and running, and then all of a sudden coming to a stop as you continue to walk around in a circle, around from rock to rock. See the little kitty running through the field of grass, a field of grass, chasing after a feather, and then suddenly coming to a stop and planting its cute little buttocks on the grass. And as it plants its cute little buttocks on the grass, see the beautiful, beautiful kitty cat stopping to clean its paws, to lick its paws, to run its paws through its fur and groom itself, cleaning away all the debris, cleaning it away, clearly cleaning it away. And as the cute little kitten cleans away all the debris, cleans away the debris from its paws, imagine the sound of a bell, ding-a-ling-ling, ding-a-ling-ling, as the kitty cat shakes. And imagine the bell attached to this beautifully, gloriously indigo-colored collar with a cute little bell jingling as it cleans away its debris, as it cleans away the debris on its fur and between its paws. And then once again, see the beautiful little kitten get up and start running after a feather again, running and chasing the feather as the wind has picked up and tossed it off to the side and started blowing it through the wind. See the little kitten running after the feather, playfully jumping and galloping and running. And then as the little kitten's paws patter upon the ground, imagine the paws transforming from that of a little kitty to a beautiful, glorious antelope. As you continue walking around, going from rock to rock, coming back to that of the scene of the kitten, and now turning to the scene of the antelope that you have painted upon the rock. Reconnect with that rock. Reconnect with the scene that you have painted. And as you reconnect with this scene, see yourself as that antelope running through a field. Running through a field and then coming to a stop with the rest of the antelope. And see another antelope come up to you and start grooming you, cleaning you, grooming your back, cleaning away, grooming you, lovingly, tenderly. Then see yourself walking up to a tree and shaking your body against the tree, brushing against it, and see the fur from the winter that you have collected and gathered being rubbed on the tree. And as you rub against the tree, see yourself brushing your antlers, your little antlers against the tree, the antlers of the antelope, the stubby little antlers. See yourself brushing them up against the tree and cleaning away your antlers, cleaning off the fur that is no longer needed from the winter. See yourself laying down on the grass and rolling about, cleaning away all the debris, cleaning it away. And as you do, imagine these beautiful, glorious indigo lights in the distance. A gloriously indigo light. Imagine this light vibrant, brilliantly glowing, 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 and then surrounding you, coming towards you and surrounding you and enveloping you and opening up. See this indigo light enveloping you as you walk around. Continue to walk around from rock to rock, going around and coming back to the scene of the antelope that you have painted, remembering the scene. And as you walk around, coming back to the scene of the antelope, see yourself now turning towards the scene of the owl that you have painted. And as you turn towards the scene of the owl, see yourself rise up as the antelope from the grass, having cleared away all the debris, cleaned your antlers, shed away all the unwanted debris of the winter's fur. See yourself rise up and then jump up and plant yourself firmly on your hoofs and begin to run. And as you begin to run, all of a sudden imagine yourself transforming from an antelope to a glorious owl. Spread your wings out. Stretch them far out into the sky, and feel the air floating through your feathers, clearing away any debris, any sand as you fly through the air, fly through the sky. See yourself shaking your wings just a little bit in your body from side to side as you flap your wings and float through the glorious air. And as you do, imagine the owl bringing you to this enchanted place, this gloriously enchanted place, surrounded by beautiful violet light. See this enchanted place, this beautiful, beautiful, enchanting place in the forest that you have never been to before. Almost as if you have just stepped into another realm. See it before you. See the fairies. See the mermaids in the water. See the beautiful violet light. See the little gnomes. See all the gloriously enchanting creatures as you fly along as the wise owl. Fly along as the wise owl in this beautifully violet dome. This violet sky, the violet sky in this gloriously enchanting place. See the scene. See the owl coming to this great, massive tree and flying up to the top of the tree. And as you fly up to the top of the tree, seeing through the eyes of the owl, see that the owl is taking you to this gloriously magical treehouse. A gloriously magical treehouse. And as you float up to the top and come into the treehouse, see all the books lined. As you fly through the sky up to the top and into the treehouse and through the door. You see yourself flying through a door into the treehouse. And then all of a sudden see this treehouse transform into a glorious library with a collection of books, magical books that you never thought so many books could possibly fit in a tiny treehouse. And somehow this treehouse is transformed from a tiny treehouse at the top of a gloriously massive tree to an ancient library. As you step through the portal of the door, you step into an ancient library. Now see yourself standing next to the owl. As the owl flies through the doorway, see yourself now stepping down. See your feet planting down on the ground of the floor of the treehouse, the floor of the library. As you fly in with the owl, see the owl flying in, and then the two of you There, see yourself stepping down and planting your feet on the floor of the treehouse. See the glorious owl next to you. See the beautiful, glorious owl next to you as the owl points towards a book. Points towards a book with its massive wing, suggesting to you to walk towards the book. And as you walk towards the book, see a piece of paper that says, "Open me." And as you open the book, you see many names there. Many names, many seers. And as you look at the book, see its cover. See its gloriously ancient cover. And flip to the first page. And look down. See the name on the page. See the name. Don't be surprised if it's your name. See your name. See your name as the seer. And look above the name. And as you look above the name, see the picture transform right before your eyes. See it transform. See it come into life and print itself on the page. Beautifully print itself magically upon the page, as if a splash of water had come down, and as it splashed upon the page, created this glorious picture. And in the picture is a scene, and in the scene is you. You as the seer. And as you look at yourself as the seer, flip through the pages and see the many seers that have come before you. And as you flip through, imagine all of their wisdom and all of their knowledge in that book being transferred from the book into you. And as you look down at the book, see it transform and go from the book, all of a sudden be absorbed by your fingers and into your skin. See it being absorbed into you from your finger. Feel it being absorbed and transforming, and then going from your fingers and your skin and into your blood. Feel it flowing through you. Flowing gloriously, graciously through you. Feel it warming every inch and nook and cranny of your body. Feel it in your lungs, pumping through your heart. See it rising up and opening your third eye center. See your third eye opening up bright, and you now seeing as the seer sees. Seeing as the seer sees. And then turn around and see the owl. And see the owl pointing to a pair of slippers. See the owl pointing to a pair of slippers and gesturing you with its wings to pick up the slippers and take them with you. And as you walk over to the pair of slippers, see a little note placed lovingly beside the slippers that says, "See as the seer sees. Be as the seer is. Walk in the shoes of many as the seer walks in the shoes of many, to be as many, to see as all. Wear the slippers so you may always walk in the shoes of another. See as another, feel as another, be as they may be, so you may feel as they may feel. So you may understand as they understand, and see as they see." See the bottom of the letter saying, "Now take the slippers and place them upon your feet. Place them upon your feet and carry them with you always." And as you do, imagine as you slip these slippers upon your feet, imagine yourself transforming as you get the last slipper on into a beautifully glorious butterfly with greatly massive purple wings, violetly purple, violet wings. See yourself transform into this glorious butterfly, flapping your wings. As you continue to walk in a circle, going around and around from rock to rock, imagine yourself flying from this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful treehouse. Imagine yourself going from the ancient library hidden in the realm of the treehouse, out the door of the treehouse, flapping your wings and leaving the treehouse and flapping through the mystical land. See yourself floating, fluttering, flying, going from flower to flower, from place to place in this glorious land. Imagine yourself knowing the dragonfly, the beautiful dragonfly, is but a fairy. And in this realm you can see the true face of the dragonfly. The dragonfly in another realm is the dragonfly, but in this gloriously beautiful, magical realm, it is a fairy showing its face to you for the very first time. You see it, you know, and you can walk in the shoes of the dragonfly. You can walk in the shoes of the butterfly and the owl and the bird, and you can see through eyes of many. Now that you have been gifted these slippers, and now that you have transformed into the seer. Now as you flutter as the butterfly with the beautiful violet wings, the gloriously, vibrantly violet wings, fluttering, as you walk from rock to rock. See yourself coming around, back to the rock of the butterfly, back to the scene that you have painted. See yourself coming back to the scene of the butterfly. And as you come to the scene of the butterfly, see yourself now turning to the scene of the goose. And as you continue seeing yourself fluttering as the butterfly from the magical realm, see yourself now go from the realm, the magical realm, and the hidden in the forest, and back out into the world that you knew before. Back out into the world that you knew before. And as you come out, see yourself transform from the butterfly into a gloriously magnificent goose. The goose, a protector. Universe. The goose representing a protector. The goose representing universe. The goose representing safety. The goose representing home. Imagine yourself transforming into this glorious goose. As the goose, seeing through the eyes of the goose. Imagine the goose as you, guiding yourself home, guiding you home protectively under hers, protectively as the goose, protectively protected and secured in the safety of the goose that is universe, the universe, taking you home and guiding you home. See yourself floating as universe, as the goose through the glorious sky, across many lands. See yourself going across many lands, seeing many different scenes. Take in the scenes. Take it all in. See the different sights. See it all now in a different light, in the beautiful violet light. See it all amplified and clearly before you, clear now, clearer than you have ever seen before, vibrantly beautiful and magical as you fly across many lands and many realms. See yourself coming now home, planting your little flippers, your little paws, your little finned feet, your little webbed feet. Imagine yourself now planting your webbed feet upon the ground that is the grass before your home. Planting your feet down and walking along with your webbed feet across the grass. And as you walk across the grass with your webbed feet, shake your glorious feathers out, spread your glorious wings up, and then bring them back down. And continue to walk along the grass with your webbed feet. And as you walk, and as you walk, you come back around in a circle. You are again in the circle that you have laid out. See yourself as the goose, walking in the circle that you have laid out, looking at each rock that you have painted, each scene that you have created. See yourself as the goose, walking along with the webbed paws, with the webbed feet across the grass, glancing lovingly at each scene, going around and around and around until the goose comes back to the snake. And as the goose approaches the snake with her webbed feet, walking lovingly in the grass, imagine the webbed feet now transforming back into your feet. And imagine yourself rising up from the goose, rising up, and once again returning back to your form. And as you return to your form, you return with all the knowledge and all the understanding that you are now the seer. And as you look down at your feet, see the slippers that you have been gifted, the slippers that you know that you've been gifted in a vision and now will now create. For they are the slippers of the seer, and the seer is you. Imagine knowing that you are now the seer and have been gifted with the gift, and this gift have been gifted with the capacity to see and the knowledge of many seers. Imagine knowing that you are now the seer, about to create your beautiful slippers so that you may walk in the shoes of many, so that you may walk as they have walked. And as you look down, imagine yourself reaching down. Reach down and touch the ground. And then rise up and reach for the sky. And then bring yourself down. Sit comfortably on the grass and look at the rock of the snake. The snake that has now uncoiled itself and risen up to its fullest reaches. The snake that is the umbilical cord that ties you to all in creation. Imagine the snake, as you have walked on your journey, has uncoiled and awoken all the creatures as you walked around. Sit down and look at the scene of the snake that you have painted before. Admire it, breathing in comfortably and calmly, listening to the sounds around you, taking a moment to reflect upon your journey, the journey that you took as the snake, the fox, the buffalo, the bee, the dolphin, the salmon, the wolf, the dove, the whale, the hawk, the raven, the cat, the antelope, and the owl, showing you the room of records, the ancient room of records hidden in the realm within you. The realm within you, a magical realm that unveiled to you the seer that is you. The butterfly and the goose that is universe. The universe that has guided you and brought you safely home. And breathe in and reflect on your journey.